Hi guys, hope you're doing great. We're going to be looking at some Nio numbers, the earnings, profits or losses, what they've done as of recently, guys. The second quarter numbers, the guidance, R&D, all those investments, all those different aspects of the company, guys. We're going to be looking at them right now. As a general, before I start, I want to say that they're doing pretty good. It's not as good as we expected, but we gotta always factor in what's happening with the world right now, with Taiwan, China, Russia, Ukraine, the US, the presidents, like all that factored in. Nio is doing pretty well right now, guys. Let's also not forget there's a lot of expenses right now for Nio. R&D, the cars aren't up to production numbers as they should be right now, so right now we got a low number compared to what we were expecting. We're right now expecting to get around 13 to 15,000 cars a month. We're still not there yet, but it's in a progress right now, guys. It's growing. It's better than it would be stable, but it's growing, guys. It's not stagnating or stable, or going down, decreasing in numbers. The sales numbers are going up slowly, which is a good sign, guys. So let's look at the numbers together. Nio's guidance of 31,000 to 33,000 vehicle deliveries for the third quarter means it expects September deliveries of 10,271 to 12,271. I think we're gonna get something around 11,000, just right at the center, guys. Nio reported second quarter revenue that beat expectations, but its losses widened it significantly, sending the stock to drop in pre-market trading. The company reported revenue of RMB 10.29 billion, aka $1.5 billion in the second quarter, beating market expectations of RMB 9.8 billion RMB. This was above the upper end of its previous guidance range of RMB 9.34 billion to RMB 10.09 billion, representing a 21.83% year-on-year increase and a 3.85% increase from the first quarter. The company reported vehicle sales revenue of RMB 9.57 billion in the second quarter, up 21% year-on-year and 3.5% from the first quarter. Nio's gross profit for the quarter was RMB 1.34 billion, a decrease of 14.8% year-on-year and a decrease of 7.4% from the first quarter. It posted a gross margin of 13% in the second quarter, down from 14.6% in the first quarter, and a new low since the third quarter of 2020. The decrease in vehicle margin was mainly attributed to the increased battery cost per unit, which was partially offset by favorable changes in the sales mix of the ET7. So we can see that this Nio's gross margin has gone down. It was back in the day even 20.3%, which is pretty good. Like Xiaopeng, Li Auto, Tesla, they are around 20%, if I'm not mistaken, guys. So 13% is pretty low. I'm happy at least that we have some kind of gross margin. 13% isn't bad, but it's not something we should be aiming for. We should be aiming for 25 to 30% at least, I would say. So Nio still has a lot of weight. So Nio still has a long way to go, guys. 13% is pretty low, and that number could be because of the ET7. I don't know why. Maybe some kind of costs concerning the battery have shot up. Maybe it's because of a lot of R&D, a lot of costs that we don't see directly into the car itself, but impact the gross margin, guys. Maybe there's a lot of stuff happening that we don't know. The company saw a net loss of RMB 2.76 billion in the second quarter, above analysts' expectations of RMB 2.029 billion and up 369.6% year-on-year and 54.7% from the first quarter. Nio's operating loss in the second quarter was RMB 2.85 billion, an increase of 272.8% year-on-year and 30% from the first quarter. The company's R&D expenses in the second quarter were RMB 2.15 billion, an increase of 143.2% year-on-year and 22% over the first quarter, primarily due to the increased personnel cost in the R&D function and higher design and development costs for new products and technologies. Nio's guidance for vehicle deliveries in the third quarter is 31,000 to 33,000, implying year-on-year growth of about 26.8% to 35%. The company delivered 10,052 vehicles in July and 10,677 vehicles in August, and the guidance implies it expects September deliveries of 10,271 to 12,271 vehicles. Its revenue guidance for the third quarter is between RMB 12.85 billion and RMB 13.6 billion, implying year-on-year growth of about 31 to 38%. And the words coming from William Lee Bin are, the second half of 2022 is a critical period for Nio to scale up the production and delivery of multiple new products. We witnessed a robust order inflow for the ES7 and started its deliveries at scale in August. We also look forward to starting the mass production and delivery of the ET5 in late September. With the compelling product portfolio and well-established brand awareness, Nio will attract a broader user base and embrace robust growth in the coming quarters. Now, as I said before, a lot of costs have gone up. R&D, the people that work there, new employers, we got marketing, like so many costs have gone up, and right now Nio is really restricted with their plants not being fully functional, especially not the one in Hungary right now. But I still have faith in Nio, guys, that they will be growing as the company is set for success. And when I compare it to Tesla, for example, I can see that Tesla needed around ranging from 20 to 30,000 cars sold per month to reach the profitability that Nio is right now looking for, guys. So if we get around 12,000 cars a month, we're still not there, guys. We need to double it up. We truly need to double it up. And in these coming months, it will truly show if we are able to get close to profitability, because, guys, it's really time for Nio to step it up a notch. We already believed in William Lee Bin's story, but we're really right now a little bit catching up on our own plans. Let's say it like that, because William Lee Bin promised us a lot more by the end of the year. The end of the year is not there yet, but I truly believe we can still make it. I trust in his plan, and if we by the end of the year hit around 20,000 cars a month, like, I truly believe we can be profitable. It's possible by then, especially when we're going to be selling the ET5, the ET7, and let's see when the Hungary plant gets finished, guys, because Nio is still here for the future. It's coming to Germany, Europe, the expansion. A lot of money is required to do all of this, guys. They are just in their build-up phase, like it's their first phase still. They are just growing, expanding in full motion, guys. Companies coming up, a lot of LinkedIn vacancies are coming up. I myself am trying to get a job at Nio right now, so it's really happening, guys. And back in the day, people doubted Tesla too, guys. How many dollars did Tesla have? Up until today, there are people still foolish enough to short Tesla's stock price, even though it sounds irrational and people should actually be shorting Tesla. But it just shows us, guys, that you can't short a company like Tesla, and you won't be shorting a company like Nio in a couple of years. I truly hope that this negative sentiment toward China decreases, as China is becoming the new world order. It's them or it's Russia, guys. The US is done for. Like, we gotta be honest, guys. The US is in so much debt. The US doesn't have any leadership anymore. Just, are you gonna compare Biden with Putin? Are you gonna compare Biden with any other country's president, with China's, with, it doesn't matter, guys. Like, there's really not much to say here anymore. Like, the Chinese are coming up, guys, and it's time we should be investing in Chinese stocks. But as I said, I'm not going to be investing more than 50% in the companies of China. But I still like it, guys. I still like it. I still like the story of Nio. I'm heavily invested in it, and with God's grace, I might just buy a Nio once it comes over here. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao, ciao.